get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me, it's your boy, the Louisiana country boy, coming at you live, coming at you live, coming at you live. And look at here. Today is a celebration for the old country boy. Woo! Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm gonna do a little bit like this. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. If you didn't know, I'm here to tell you today is the country boys. Let's see, I got a new name for OG. My OG's birthday. My oldest girl. That's right. Oh, Lord, my oldest turned 30 today. So if y'all see Jillian Rose out there somewhere, y'all tell her happy birthday. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. My oldest is 30 years old today. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. She is a blessing. I'm going to tell y'all right now, you know, that's what the country boy going to do on this show. I'm going to walk down memory lane. I'm going to tell y'all, 30 years ago, man, woo, 30 years ago, the good Lord blessed me. I tell you, 30 years ago, old country boy blessed. I'll never forget it. I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to walk you down this thing. I hope y'all just bear with me for a moment. It's a little bit emotional because this old boy right here, man, I tell you, God is good. 30 years ago, I was blessed with Jillian Rose. 30 years ago. Yes, Lord, it was a blessing. I tell you, this how that thing was. This how that old thing started off. Look here, old country boy, young. Back when I had hair up here and this wasn't here. Man, when that young lady, man, she was born out in Katy, Texas. I never forget it. I never forget that when her mama water broke and we was living here in Houston. And boy, I tell you, I was just nervous as all get out. I was so nervous. I didn't even drive to the hospital. I had to get my best friend Sean to drive to the hospital because I'd have tore something up. I'd have wrecked something trying to just get. Yeah, y'all think I'll be like this now. Y'all should have seen me then. Woo, Lord, my goodness. But yeah, look here. We drove out there to Katy Hospital. That's when Katy was about this here big. Now, that's how long ago that was. She's 30 years old, so you know Katy was it's about huge now. Man, we got out there to that hospital, and don't y'all get this story kind of mixed up. I'm going to say some things that, only a few people know about. But, boy, we got there to Katy Hospital and went in there, and the doctors came and was examining her mama and stuff and all that. Then it came to that point. I don't know if any of y'all you females done had some baby. It comes to that point where they ask you if you want the shot. That epidural thing. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to you. When that doctor came in there with that needle was about this here long, okay? That needle was about, I ain't kidding you. I don't know what nobody else had. That needle was about this here long. I seen that thing and it took everything in the world to keep me from falling out. And I was like, at that point, I was like, better you than me, because I couldn't. That needle was long. I ain't never seen a needle that long in my life. Boy, I almost fainted then. I almost everything. Boy, but and then I'm sitting there, and they telling her, don't move. You got to be. See, that's the other thing. When you sticking a needle this long in somebody's back and say, be still, I don't know how many of y'all dad has been in the delivery room and doing all this, but look here, this old boy right here was shaking. I was shaking to my core. I'm like, Lord, I'm looking like, please don't move, please don't move, please don't move. And it took everything. I'm telling you, everything for me not to hit that floor. Everything in the world. But after that, I guess the numbness sets in. So we waiting. Now, we'll get to the other part of the story. Now, today is June 1st. Okay? June 1st. We went to the hospital May 31st. Now, at the time, my wife wasn't working, and we was on Cobra insurance. Cobra. Okay, so you know what that means. We were paying the premiums about this here big every month. Every month. Now, we got to the hospital May 31st. Excitement. Because I'm thinking like, yeah, we're going to have the baby. But you know what the day is again? June 1st. My baby, she kind of like that. It's just double. She would not come out May 31st. So y'all know what that meant, right? Y'all know what that means. Y'all know if you know anything about insurance, you know what that means. My baby was born June 1st. That meant I had to pay a whole nother month of Cobra because she couldn't just quit out at 11:59. Nope, couldn't do it. Nope. She said, I ain't coming out. But you know what? It's a blessing. You know, it's just to think about that, man. And you know, that's the laughter of it. And we talk about that all the time. We laugh about that like, Lord, you the Cobra, baby. Woo, Lord, you couldn't come out on the 31st. You just had to come out on June 1st. You had to squeak that other month out. Had to pay one more month of them premiums of Cobra. Doctor, can you push her out before midnight? But it didn't happen. But anyway, y'all, you know, the joy, you know, I still sit here right now and I can remember each and every moment. I remember watching her come out. I remember holding her. I remember cutting a card. You know, I sit here and it's a blessing. It's a blessing. You know, such a blessing to be a parent. Such a blessing. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and say I got it all right. Didn't. Not at all. But I tell you, there's not a single day, has not been in 30 years, that I regret one moment. Not one. Not one. I tell y'all, a joy to be able to watch her grow into the wonderful person she is, be able to watch her grow into the mother that she is. It's a blessing. It is a true blessing. You know, I tell y'all, Jillian Rose, man, I love you, baby. I love you. I tried to get her to come on this show, but you know, it's her birthday, so she can do it. She's 30 years old. She sure ain't got to come on here. But I'm gonna talk about it. You know, I remember holding her for the very first time. I remember feeding her for the first time. I remember down there in where they keep the old babies at and going in there and holding her and thinking, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for choosing me. The rascal that I was. Thank you for the blessing. Like I said, you know, this old boy ain't got it all right. This old boy has not been the best at all. But I tell you from my heart, the greatest blessing, the greatest joy in my life, you know, to have my daughters, my OG. Jenny Rose is my OG. She my OG. That's right. You know, I hope that the parents that are listening may hear this thing. Man, love your children. Love them. No, ain't none of us gonna get it right. Ain't none of us gonna get it perfect. Because this thing, each and every one. I don't care if you got one or if you got 101. You ain't gonna get it perfect, but love them unconditionally. Love them unconditionally. See, it took my mistakes and it took the bump in my head and things that I had to learn that, trust me, it ain't what you give them as far as materialistic things. Because that stuff go away. You buy them all the dadgum toys you want and all of this, that, and the other. But my God, if you just give them that time, if you just give them your time and attention and unconditional love, if they just wants to sit and laugh with you, sit and laugh with them. If they just want you to go outside and play with them, go outside and play with them. I always complain about it's too hot. Come on out there. Because that's something you can't ever get back again. That time with your children, to love them unconditionally, to embrace them, to create a safe place for them to come no matter what. I screwed that one up too. You got to create a safe place for them to come and want to come to you and want to share their life with you and what's going on with them, the good and the bad. And you just be there for them. I'm gonna tell you another little funny story. My baby boy, I tell you, her growing up, I remember when she took her first steps. It was on Easter. It was Easter. She took her first step. There was one time, my baby was a rascal. He still is a rascal. But I used to work nights. So my wife she's working daytime, okay? She's working daytime, I was working nights. And I'd be tired and I'd get off. So we didn't have no babysitter, so I was watching Jillian. Let me tell you what she did. Lord, let me tell you. I done went up there, I don't know if y'all remember that. There used to be these movies you put in the VHS. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Well, you know what? We had tons of them. We had tons of them tapes, and we used to put them things on. And hey, baby, I was trying to get you on here. Y'all, she on there. Y'all tell her happy birthday. We had tons of them tapes, and she used to watch them. Well, let me tell you, this old boy was working nights, and then he had fallen asleep, okay? Now, if any of y'all know, I'm going to tell y'all right now, if any of y'all got some little, don't fall asleep and leave no markers around them. Lord, I woke up, let me tell you, and I was the coloring book. Fine, she didn't color on the walls, but she showed, she done wrote all on me. See, that was that thing, but I'm telling you, she done wrote all on me. I'm like, Lord, this child done wrote, she done all over me. But I can't ever again remember a time not loving my baby. Whether the distance was close or whether it was far. What I know is that she's a blessing. She's a blessing. She's indeed a blessing. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to God that he said, hey, you can do this. Even when I didn't think I could. And that's the part, see, even when I didn't think I could. Even when I didn't think. He said, you can. You can. That's why I blessed you to be her father, because you can. That's something that you can instill in her that nobody else can. You can. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. See, and understand this, it's not that only for her to learn from me, but I as she's growing, I'm learning from her. I really am. Each and every day. Each and every day. She is A true blessing. A true blessing. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all another. I'm gonna tell y'all a few stories, and then I'm gonna get on up out of here. That was again, old boy. You know, I told y'all working nights, and that was, and we talk about this a little bit now. It ain't really. Well, it's kind of funny now. That gummy, it wasn't funny back then. Well, look here. Oh, my baby was asleep. Okay, about work nights, and and I got off, and she was asleep. So I decided that I took a little nap. I don't know if I decided. I just dozed off and went to sleep. Well, anyway, I wakes up. And what I'm doing, I'm running all through the house because my baby ain't there. I'm screaming. I done turned the whole panic mode. Okay, I done turned. I and I'm thinking like, oh heck no, now I can't call her mama and tell her mama that the baby gone. Oh, I'm all up and down the street. I'm everywhere. I'm in straight panic mode. I'm telling you, I have lost. Y'all already know I ain't got much of a brain, but I done lost that I had then. I was scared out of my bejesus. I'm like, Lord, where's my child? Where's my child? And I'm running. I'm up and down the street, and I'm like, I'm all over. I'm looking. I'm like, oh Lord, somebody. Then I'm looking like, how they get in the house? My child gone. She was gone for real. Now this ain't no joke. It ain't like she was there. She was gone. I'm in straight panic mode. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm like, oh my Lord, I done lost a child. My child. That's how I was. I really was scared to death. Come to find out, I wasn't very happy, but it's okay now. Come to find out, my grandma had actually came and while I was asleep, my grandma had taken her and woo, Lord, let me tell you. It took me a minute to calm down on that right there, because I was the boy. That didn't shook me. That boy, look here, I'll tell you the truth is what it was. Now, I'm hot again. I'm hot. Let me drink some of my Route 44. Lord, have my but that was factual. But it was, you never know the level of your love until it's tested. You never know. We can always say, well, I love to this extent, but you never know until it's tested. You never know until it's pushed to the limit how much you love, how much something will hurt you, how much something will anger you until you push to that limit. I tell you, there's nothing in the world that this old boy wouldn't do for his children. Nothing. And it took me a long time to understand that this thing is not about me. Not about me. See, as parents, we often talk about leaving legacies. We are the legacy that we're leaving. We often talk about what we want to pour into our children. We understand we're the greatest example. Even when we think they're not watching, they're watching. Even when we think they're not listening, they're listening. See, we can't be over here talking about this person or doing this thing and then trying to come to them and say, well, don't do that. Because no matter what we're saying, they're watching us. They're watching us. Watching us. We are the greatest parents of the greatest influence in our children's lives. Sometimes it's a hard, tough road. But we have been given by our Heavenly Father everything that we need to accomplish. But sometimes what we got to do is, so boy, you got to get out your own way. You got to understand, like, I have to be the example for my child. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you personally. It's really, really rough when you start off as a bad example and then try to be good. It's really rough. It's really rough. It's really rough when you start off talking about it and then start walking it. You got to do that thing simultaneously. Talk it and walk it. See, because you can't tell them, hey, well, do this, but you over here doing that. You gotta understand, we're the example. We can't send them off to the world for the world to teach them and show them and be the example for them and then get mad when it's not what we think it should be. We're the example. Every single dadgum day. If God has blessed you to watch over, if God has blessed you to lead, then dadgum it lead. Lead. We talk about everything else. We talk about everything else and everything out there, but we don't want to examine our dadgum selves. Our children are the future. And we have to be the ones, the parents, to understand that. We have to be. We have to set the example. Let me tell you something. Experience again. I don't give two hoots if a mama and a daddy don't get along. I don't give two hoots. But if God has blessed you two to come together to create a child, then guess what? That's what's more important than what you feel about each other. I said what I said. That's what's important. That right there. The blessing. Because guess what? No matter what you feel about each other, God himself said, you know what? Both of them collectively has something for this child. And understand this. Took me a long time to get this one too. Our children ain't our children, they're his children, but we are the one that he has chosen to watch over. He gifted us with them. Again, I tell you, it's up to us to join together, put aside your grown-up, who said this? I heard somebody say, put aside your grown-up differences. Put aside your grown-up issues. Focus on the children. You know why they're falling through the cracks? Us. Or children like us. Every time you want to point at them, point at yourself, that government. Every time one of them out there wilding out, point at yourself. We are to be the examples. We are. But then, no. All of a sudden, then we want to, where were you at? Where you at? See, it took this old boy a long time to understand when I stand before him, he ain't gonna ask me about nobody else. He gonna say, look, I commissioned you to do this. But she ain't like me. I commissioned you to do this. Well, I commissioned you. But he always, I commissioned you to be the mother. I commissioned you to be the father. I did that because I knew that you could. But you don't think God knew time was gonna get hard? You don't think God knew sometime we were gonna struggle? What? As parents, the most wonderful job in the world. Don't you understand? As a parent, having children, don't you understand? You can go out and choose to be a doctor. You can go to school for it. You can go out and choose to be a lawyer. You can get a degree. You can be a policeman. Go to the academy. You can be a truck driver. Go to truck driving school. But it's God himself. It's God himself that commissions us to be parents. Understand, without him, it don't happen. When we gonna get it? Without him, it don't happen. So if it happened and he chose you, hand-picked you, don't you know that is the greatest blessing in the world? Don't you know that's the greatest blessing in the world? To be able for God to say, I am going to choose you to watch over mine. I am going to choose you to lead mine, to teach mine. I'm going to choose you to do it. But at the same time, I'm going to hold you accountable. What does it say? Train up a child in the way. I think we missed that thing. I think we missed it. But we want to be accountable. Well, they just bad. Ain't no bad to them. If they bad, they learn it. They learn it. They can come out that way. Understand, whatever we pour into the children, that's what comes out of them. We are the example for our children. We are the example. No, I didn't say you're going to get it all right. I'm speaking to a person that didn't get it all right. Ain't got it perfect. But that government, I ain't going to give up. I'm so very proud. I'm not proud. I'm proud that my daughter can call me daddy. That's what makes me proud. I'm proud that God has blessed me 30 years. 30 years. 30 years is a blessing. It is a blessing. And I hope that he blesses me 30 more. We all have to be accountable for ourselves. We all have to be accountable and understand that our children are much more important than to just let the world have them. Our children are so very important. I say to anybody, if you have the opportunity right now, you can turn that thing around. If you're not being the best that you can be, if everything is about putting you first and thinking about you before your children, come on. Because guess what? Today, we may be pushing them. Tomorrow, they may be pushing us. What foundation are we laying for them? What foundation are we laying? Are we laying one of love and forgiveness and understanding and compassion? What are we laying for them? Are we building a better future for them? Teaching them? Understanding them? Spending time with them? Just laughing with them? Yeah, I know everything ain't funny and games, and you have to have a serious side, but we got to get our children back. We have to do that. We have let them go for too long and let everybody else and everything else be the mamas and the daddies. It's our turn. Because that's what we were commissioned to do. That's what we were commissioned to do. So look here, I told y'all I wasn't gonna be on here long, but I just wanted to really tell my baby happy birthday. I wish she would have came on here, but I understand she out there. I know I got it. Birthday, baby! Birthday, baby! So look here, Jillian Rose. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, my little Cobra baby. Happy birthday. Daddy, love you. I 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 think I got me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Excuse me, mama. That does, but wait a minute. Daddy, if y'all been not laughing my eyes because I've been crying, I sure is. Look here. Jillian Rose, happy birthday, happy birthday. Look here, I'm going to sing this and I'm going to get up out of here. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. So, if y'all happen to see my baby, Jillian Rose, y'all be sure and tell her happy birthday. Look here, old country boy, love y'all. I love you unconditionally, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. I thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I thank you so very much. So I'm going to get on up out of here. Gillian! But I love y'all. I love y'all so very much. Look, y'all, I got some stuff coming up. I got some more stuff coming up. I got some shows coming up. Line them up, line them up, line them up, line them up. So look here. Y'all stay tuned. Don't be a stranger. You know what? Any guest that I've had on here before, anybody, y'all go check my page out. Y'all see them. Y'all go like. Y'all go support. Y'all go share their stuff. And I got some more people coming, and I'm very, very grateful. To God be the glory. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful He has allowed this, and He has breathed on this. He has breathed on it, and I'm so thankful. So, old Hunter boy, say, as I always say, I love y'all unconditionally, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a good one now. You hear? I love ya. Happy birthday, J-Roll.